Hello everyone, it's H here for Counter Trend Capital, and on today's video we're taking a look at a trade recap for Blur. This is a somewhat of a successful trade, but first again this was a interesting setup for me, and let's go through why I took this trade and what I was thinking while I was taking that and why. So obviously we had a major move before here. We went up really quite a lot in percentage terms, and then we had this sideways consolidation area where we came down in 3 waves. Again, LA wave wise, this would be a WXY based on these 3 waves here, and also we are getting into some of the main targets here close to that 1-to-1. We never got to that 1-to-1 extension, but again, it does not really matter at this point because again, that was not any kind of target for any trade. The main thing here was that we had a 5-way move here after creating these lows, and to me that looked better as a 3-way structure like so rather than a ABC. Of course there was a possibility where this was an ABC like so, in which case this would have been the last 5-way structure before a continuation of this previous structure here, like this. But sometimes you got to take the chances of this kind of setup, and there was other altcoins as well that had a similar setup like this, like ASTR. That probably might make a video about that as well later on, but let's just focus on this one. Overall, there were multiple different altcoins that had this similar setup, that had like a good 5 waves and looked more like to be the start of something rather than the end. So that's why this was the original idea. Now afterwards we were looking for a retracement to around that 786 retracement area. We had some strong consolidation previously here as well, offering some kind of support area, an interesting area to take longs from, and that is exactly what we did. So around here, that was the well, basically the target area for that long setup. Again, long against the low here, and yeah, targeting mostly the 1-to-1 extension, or at least the top of this previous wick. So what we would be seeking here is yet another 3-way structure, which would be something like this. We would be targeting that 1-to-1 extension as well, and we'll see how this plays out. So let's see. So we're still going sideways until we get some kind of move to the downside. It's not very clear at this point that I really like the structure anymore, but I still had I wanted to get in on this, and let me explain why. Because again, we still had not had a partner leg for this structure over here. So that's why I'm still looking for that extension upwards overall. And now we are in that trade. We are getting closer and closer to getting stopped out. But at this point, we are now starting to get up. Potential wave 1, potential another 1-2-1-2 potentially, or just a 5-way move up. And yeah, now we are starting to grind up higher. And yeah, it's not that easy of just to stay in here. We were talking about this in the group, that you could be taking profits, or you could be just rising your stop loss around these areas, because again this breakdown looked kind of suspicious. Bitcoin had similar move, which this again just followed. So again, that was based on that, nothing really else. And here we are again tagging that 1-to-1 extension and now going up higher. And yeah, that is pretty much that for now. Again, it's been grinding up ever since, and it's doing really well. At this point again, you would be having a 61 or more risk to reward ratio on this trade, so a very successful one again. But again, that is basically the reasons why I was interested in Blur trade and how we got into it and why we executed it. And if you're interested in these similar setups, you can take a look at our Discord, and to get there you can find us on countertrendcapital.com, And also, if you're interested in copy trading, OS trades are available for that as well on BingX. All the links in the description below, so check us out there. Thanks for watching and catch you again on the next video. Bye bye.